Hey guys, this is Shadney. Thanks for checking out my video today. Today I'm doing this picture of my husband and my daughter. We went to the Science Museum and they were sitting in an airplane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that little black airplane. I googled airplane silhouette and then found one I liked, printed it at the size I want, and then that is what that piece is. I just cut it out. I'm going to go in, I'm using the Starburst pattern paper and I'm trimming it down to where I want the Starburst. I'm gonna do it where it looks like it's coming out of the airplane, or like the airplane's leading the way kind of thing. Anyways, so you can see I lay the airplane there. I'm not gonna use the airplane black. I just cut it out so I could trace it onto a pattern paper. And then I'm gonna go in one of these pads. It's a Maggie Holmes pattern paper pad, 6x8 pad. And I'm going to trace the airplane and then cut him out. And I think I fast forward so you don't have to watch me cut the entire thing. But then use that airplane on the other. Sorry. Then I'm going to use the airplane from the pattern paper and then instead of that black one. So here I am, I'm showing you cutting it out and then skip ahead. So now I have it all ready to go and you can see what it looks like there. I'm going to ink the edges just to add some more distinction around the edge, especially where those white polka dots are, because if you can see the white polka dots on the blue paper, when they line up over the white polka dots on the yellow paper, you can't really tell where the line is, so that'll help a little bit. And then once I get that done, I do just the sides of the Starburst, just for the extra distinction, especially on that yellow side. So now I'm going to go in and use foam tape to line the back of the airplane, and then I skip ahead so that you don't have to watch me do all of that. And I have not taken the adhesive, the protective paper off the double stick tape yet on the airplane. So I'm adhering that starburst, partial starburst piece, and then deciding kind of where I want the airplane to be. And I was trying to decide where I want the picture to be, but I end up moving it around a little bit, and then once I get my title down, I'll add the photo for sure. So I'm just matting it on some white cardstock, trimming it down. The photo was a 4x6 and I just cut it down to where it was mostly their image. So it's probably closer to like 3.5x4. And then I pulled two different thickers sets out and to make a big title. So I'm laying out the thickers on a piece of wax paper just so that I can see the arrangement before I stick them down on the page. And then I'll do the same with the rainbow ones. I have several words out of the rainbows. The rainbows were a little harder to do just because some letters had different styles and some didn't. Some had lowercase and uppercase. I started out wanting to do lowercase, and then not all the letters had the lowercase, so then I had to switch it. So here we go. And then I'm just kind of arranging. The funny story on this is we went to the Science Museum and there was a large room with just a bunch of different old airplanes. And my daughter, every time Daddy would get away from her, like even like 2 feet away from her, she would freak out and start yelling, "No, Daddy, no, it's too dangerous for you." So that's the whole story behind this. So I've got those. I'm going to arrange them a little bit, mess with them, and try to decide exactly where I want that title. And then the title, where the title goes will decide where the photo goes for me. So I stick that airplane down. And then still messing with it. And then I shove that title all the way up. Oh, I tried it like that. It was bad. I didn't like that. And then when I'm ready to stick it down and I decide where I really do want it, I'm going to use some skinny washi tape and lay it out because it won't peel out that paper too bad, to try to line everything up really well. So there we go. And then I fast forward, I think. Maybe I just keep doing this. And then there's my head. So I'm just doing the tape down so that you can see the distinction between each layer. So I know how far down to go with each. And then on those, the rainbow letters are chipboard, so I'm using extra adhesive, and it's the Nuvo liquid adhesive. The yellow are glittery foam thickers, so they're fine. I didn't add any extra adhesive. So I get those all down, and then I'm going to mat that photo just on a little piece of like dark navy. And just trim it down so it has a nice thin border all the way around. There we go. And then I end up putting some foam behind there, I think. Oh, I don't do that yet. Okay, so I pull out some stickers. Oh, here it is. Here's the foam. So I add some foam behind here. And it is just the Kids Craft self-adhesive foam. And I just trim it down to the size of the photo. That foam's nice because it's thinner than a lot of other foams. Craft double-sided foams. And it's nice because you can cut it as a sheet like that, so your photo doesn't sag at all, or it doesn't end up wrinkled or anything, so that's nice. And then I start adding some, no, I add this down. And then I'll add some stars. I'm trying to decide, I want to add that red one right there. I use mostly the red stars, and then I will pull in some wood veneers as well later. So just kind of sprinkling those. This is actually a pretty simple layout for me, I think. I don't usually go that calm, and I've used very few layers or anything, so it's kind of surprising. But this one, it makes sense. This one was more about the story than anything, so. And then those are some little tiny red enamel stars from, I think they were from Chamel's box of crayons. And then some little wood veneer stars, adding them in different places, and gluing them down with that Nuvo adhesive. And then just adding the last little bits. Trying to decide where everything's going to go, and then I'll glue it all down in a second. And down there at the bottom, I left a big space because I was leaving space for journaling. So that's why that's still open. So gonna go down and go through and finalize those, glue them for sure, not moving. So now after that, I will go in and I will add my journaling. And it was kind of a classic situation of not leaving enough room. So I ended up going across, like down where I left it, and then kind of across a little bit, but that's fine. I got the story out, and that was the important part. So here we go. And this is just a Smashbook pin, plain black, nothing exciting. So there it is, all done. Thank you guys for checking it out. This was a pretty short video for me. If you would like to see more, please like and subscribe and do all the things. Have a good night. Bye.